back, everybody. Couch Surfing Podcast, Season 3, Episode 3. Almost messed up there. 3 people here. If you're on the visual, not our audio people, we got Ashlyn here. She's still living, still alive. I'd be crushed. That one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna hurt. You ever think that way about Zeus, Stormy, anything? You're like, that one's gonna hurt.
No.
No? Damn.
Sorry,
cold. Stone cold. Really?
Yeah.
You ever... I know you weren't butthurt about the dog.
Definitely not.
When the dog passed.
That was a party.
Have you ever had a pet when you were like, that's a bummer. That hurt. Goldfish, hamster,
no.
hermit crab, dog, cat.
No.
Nothing?
Not an animal, no.
Did you have a pet growing up, or was it just that dog?
Well, the cat.
That's right, I forgot.
But the cat's still alive.
Damn.
But I still don't think...
You for real?
Yeah, I've had it, or I don't have it anymore. My parents still take care of it, but since
How old is that
grade.
cat? Third grade?
19.
God damn!
Yeah.
You think you'd be sad when that one passes?
No. It's just a part of life, man.
Part of life, man. So is sadness. Come on.
So is sadness. You're right.
Yeah. Sorry. Starting off on a low note here. Buzzkill. Kid Cudi, that one. But we're back. January's almost over.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the last day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Today's the 30th?
Yeah. 30th, man. It's flying by.
It's been a great month.
I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah?
I mean, the year. And the show this month. But yeah. Like I said last time, I'm ready. I'm ready for the new year. New year, new beginning. Already butchered the first month.
First of the month, then dinner?
No. Yeah, then dinner. But we're still going steady on our we talk about our New Year's resolutions?
Yeah. We
did.
Yeah, last week I think you gave an update on you've read some more books.
Yes. So we've been reading some more books. We finished we got all the way through One Piece, caught up all the way to 101 now. Look at it all there, pretty. Episode 1 or volume 1 and 2 doesn't come out till April. So I got some time to wait on that. Finished up another series, and now crazy stuff is happening. I decided to read a real book, as the Americans call it. But I have decided. I don't know if you saw when you were in the kitchen.
Under your headphones?
Yeah.
I didn't see what it was, though.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I texted it to you. But so I started reading Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I didn't know what that stood for.
Oh, I just in the...
Yeah.
What was it?
L-O-T-R.
Yeah, something like that. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, L-O-T-R, yeah. So, just started that. I've been talking about reading that book for probably about, 10 years or something. Yeah, I would love to read that book. I want to read that book so bad. Then never did it. And...
It looks so small.
Yeah, it's a small version book. Like, what I bought, I bought, a book set of it, and they're all, literally that big. Like, it's, tiny print.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you could buy a normal book, it would look like one of those ones.
Yeah.
Like one of the Stephen King ones.
So that's 1 out of 4?
Yeah, I guess yeah. 1 out of 4. Hobbit, Fellowship of the Ring, Twin Towers. No, thanks. 2 Towers, and then Return of the King.
Okay.
Those are the 4 books. I start off with the Fellowship of the Ring, not the Hobbit. I'll probably go back and read that one.
Is that part of your mini book thing or no? You just had 3 in the mini book.
No, it's in my in the thing. It came with all 4.
Oh, okay.
It came with all 4. But for some reason, I just wanted to start with the first one.
I got you.
Because I like the movies a lot. But it was just random because I'm still going to the gym, still keeping that up, and just trying to get my cardio up, which actually somehow has been improving. That whole saying that practice makes perfect is very interesting. Didn't realize that was a real thing. But My cardio is getting better as far as endurance goes, like distance, without getting like too like winded.
Yeah.
But I was like running out of content like to watch or keep me distracted while I run.
Mm-hmm.
I was because if I don't have something something distracting me, then I think about running, and then I think about getting tired, and I think about stopping running. Like I like spiral, and I'm like, okay, I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
Like that's how it goes. I got another story about the YMCA I got to bring up. Oof. But so I don't know what came over me. I know David Karavis had sent me a link to Lord of the Rings like audio version books like on a website where it's like 10 12 people read the book and they each play like two different character voices in it, and they like change the voice while they do it, but they also play like the soundtrack at the right times when like stuff is happening, and they'll play if it talks about they're out in the night sky next to a stream, like you'll hear crickets and like water running like in the background as they're reading like it word for word. So it's a very, I don't know what type of audiobook you would call that, where it's not just straight reading, but there's soundtrack and there's noise with it, like an interactive or something audiobook. But that's what it is, and it's great. I mean, I get sucked in like instantly when like the music comes on, because I know all the soundtracks, I know like everything. I'm like, oh my god, this is getting intense. Like, this is getting scary. So I started listening to that on the treadmill and just zoned out. I put it on 5 miles an hour. Yeah, this is about right. 5 miles per hour. Yeah, kilometers. No. Put it on 5 miles an hour. Started just jogging, listening to it. Next thing I knew, an hour had gone by, and I ran 5 miles.
Nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't until like I noticed, because of my like Achilles heel was feeling like the tightest rubber band in the world, about to snap. And I was like, oh my god, why is my ankle like killing me? And I come out too, because I'm just staring at a bush like outside, just like as I'm running, and I come to like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I'm like, oh my god, I'm really tired. It's like all like hitting me, because I got out of the zone. But it was great. Each like chapter is in between like 30 to like an hour, like depending on like how long it is. But it was really good with it. I've been loving it. 25% of the way already done. I'm on day 3.
Nice.
Day 3. I'm trying to do 10% a day.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job. I don't think I'll be able to keep it up, but I'm doing good.
I think you'll be able to keep it up.
But yeah, damn, I want to watch the movie so bad after this.
Do you know how long the
whole thing is?
Yeah, in hours?
No, I'd have to look at it. It just tells me you like per chapter, like 40 minutes, okay. 32 minutes, 31, that one. Then there's an hour and a half. That one's going to be good God, that one's going to be a long one. Hour 30, 56, like, you get 22 chapters. I mean, dang. So you'd probably say in total it's going to be in between 22 to 25 hours is what it would be. Yeah. So like my goal is to obviously be done with it by the end of February, which I'll definitely be able to hit. It's like less than an hour a day.
Yeah. But
right now I'm putting in like 2 hours a day of listening. But I just start on the weekend. But it's been great. They did a really good job with it, and it's interesting because I do know the movies pretty well. That there's things I've realized already that aren't in the movies that are in these books. Like this whole chapter of like some like stuff happening. I'm like, this is not in the book. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is not the script. But yeah, so I've been doing that. It's been great. I'm loving it. I think I'll honestly probably go on a kick on this and read one to it. Or people get mad when I say, well, that's when I tell Grace I'm reading them. So you're not reading them, you're listening to them. I'm like, well, at the same time I'm listening, but I also have the book open and I'm following along in the book. So go fuck yourself. I mean, like, what more can you want? I can't sit there and just...
I can't read.
I can't sit there and just read word for word. I'll lose interest.
What, are we living the Stone Ages?
Yeah. Damn. I need the chip from the metaverse or whatever, so I just upload it and it's all boom and got it all in my brain. It's already there, downloaded, and I can hear it without headphones, just playing in my subconscious, you know.
Perfect.
But anyhow,
maybe next year.
Tangent real quick. Fun fact: you know, back in 1998, 1999, Matthew McConaughey got arrested at like 3 a.m. On a like noise disturbance, and he was arrested butt naked playing the bongos. Yeah, he was in his house 3 a.m, high as hell, just smoking weed, and he's just playing the bongos butt naked. And cops come up, they see him, they're hitting on the door like he's not answering it. They come in to the house, they come through like the back door or something.
And it's his house.
And it's his house, so they enter like illegally. It was like the whole thing, but we'll get to it. And I started like yelling at him, turning off. He like freaked out. He's like, "What the hell are you doing here? You can't fucking be in here and stuff." And bah, 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 bah. So they end up arresting him, and he got charged with, it was like class C or level 6, misdemeanor, like really, really low, like noise thing. Had to pay a fine of, I think it was $75. I think is what the fine was. For it all. They didn't get him on like any of the weed or any stuff like that because the judge said they entered it illegally, so technically there really shouldn't be anything like here.
Uh-huh.
But we'll just get you for noise disturbance. Don't let it happen again. And he's like, okay, sorry. Like, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Funny times about the county. I'm trying to have one of those.
You trying to have one of those?
I'm trying to have one of those moments.
You're going to need some bongos first.
I do need some bongos. I got ukulele. I can start streaming that.
Yeah, and you live close enough to your neighbors.
I do touch the walls. But, yeah, so Lord of the Rings, great. Gym, great. Gotta talk about the gym real quick. Couple things. 2 things. Asian guy. A possible non-straight person. And a guy that's just obnoxious. What do you want to hear about first?
I want to hear about the Asian guy.
Asian guy. Alright. His name's Brian. Fun fact. Brian. Asian guy named Brian. Who would have thought? He's probably 60s, 65. I don't know. You can never tell. He could be 100 years old. Sometimes those ages don't crack until they hit like 200. And they're like, damn. So, but I've been going to the gym, and usually after I'm done with workout, I go to a dry sauna, like to a hot sauna, not a steam room, wooden hot sauna, like 100-something degrees in there. I can only do 10 minutes, and I am like dripping off the nose, drip, drip, like about to pass out in 10 minutes. But with cold weather being around, I get to the gym and I feel kind of cold. So now what I do is I just go to the sauna for like 60 seconds to move my arms around the hot air, legs around the hot air, just warm myself up. And the Asian guy, he's in there. And I usually see him after my workouts and stuff. He's quiet. He sits on the floor, not on the benches. Really weird. Let him do his thing. But then I go in. Now I saw him before my workout. I'm like, damn, I run to this guy a lot. Anyhow, do my workouts when I ran the hour. I finish up, get back in the sauna. He's still there. He's still in the sauna. And I don't know what came over me. I still have the headphones on. And I'm still listening to stuff. As soon as I come in there, I look up and I see him. I just go, damn, man, you're still in here? Just like, I didn't mean to really say it. But it just came out. I was like, damn, you're still in here, man? He's like, yeah, I'm still in there. I'm like, I take the headphones off. How long you been in here for? He's like, hour and a half. And I'm like, why? I don't know what came over me. I just can't stop talking. I'm like, why? Why are you in here? He's like, oh, it's good for me. I'm like, I don't think so, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure the general surgeon, wherever it is, they, health people, PETA, fast food stuff, they literally say 15 to 20 minutes is like the max that you should do. And you're in here for an hour and a half. And he is just drenched. He is just beat up all over the place. Yeah. And he's talking like it's nothing. I mean, he's like, I do this every day. Hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. I'm like in there. It's been like 2 minutes, and I'm like, I want to get out already. So I keep talking to him. His name's Brian. He asks me what I do. I tell him what I do. He used to work. He was in the Navy for like 20 years, and then he worked for a company called Khaki for another 20 years as a cybersecurity like engineer, like people that I hire like every day. I'm like, bitch, you want a job? He said, no, I'm retired. He said, you couldn't afford me anyway. I need $170,000. I'm like, ooh, okay, never mind. No way now.
No way.
Cannot do that. But nice guy. But he keeps talking. He's just talking a lot. And anytime I like try to ask him something halfway through my sentence, he just interrupts me. Like says something. I was like, damn, must be a culture thing. I'm not gonna get mad. But we keep talking, and it gets to the point like I'm at the 10-minute mark, and he's still talking. I'm like, hey, Brian, I'm sorry I gotta interrupt you. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I can't stay in here. I'm not trying to leave you. I just physically cannot stay in this room anymore. I do not feel good. He said, oh, okay. What's your name? I'm like, it's Benton. He said, okay, Benton. See you later. I'm like, see you, Brian. Yeah, get out of there. And I'm like, look in the mirror. I'm just like red hot, sweating all over the place.
And you're like, if I times that by 12,
dude,
that's how long I've been.
An hour and a half? I mean,
2 hours?
You know how hot the average sun is?
He's just preparing for summer.
What?
I mean, that's pretty wild, though. I wonder.
How do you spell sauna?
I think S-A-U-N-A.
How was a sauna at the YMCA? That was the question that popped up. Shit! 150. It's 150 degrees. I'd say 140. But the website is saying 150 is what they keep it at.
You could, like, decarboxylate your weed in there.
Like, it is ridiculous how dry. Oh, yeah, it's a straight, yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm dripping, I mean, and he's taking it like it's nothing. He's sitting on the floor next to the fucking heat machine. I'm on the other corner. Like,
this guy sounds pretty interesting.
Well, I asked him, like, why are you doing this? You know, he says my health. He says it's good for my blood pressure. It lowers my blood pressure. I'm like, yeah, because you're dying on the inside. And then he said it's good for dementia. Which I got worried about. I'm like, shit, do you have dementia? Do you know how long you've been in here, man? Like, does he, like, been in for, like, 5 minutes? He's been there for, like, 20 minutes. But he forgets. He's like, oh, I've finally been here for 2 minutes. And then it just cycles, keeps going back. Oh, they're there for 2 minutes. Next thing he knows, 2 hours. Like, yeah, I was in the sun for, like, 2 minutes today. But it was actually 2 hours. But, anyway, he's good for my dementia. Or not, he didn't say my dementia. He said it's just good for dementia and, you know, preventing that and stuff. I'm like, dude, whatever, man. Whatever.
That's pretty cool.
So I know I'm going to see him again. So I'm glad I asked what his name was. Because I'm like, what up, Brian? He goes, what up? I'm like, 10 minutes. That's all you got me for. And I'm fucking out.
That is so funny.
But yeah. So that's the why. So I'm going off today.
No, and then that other guy.
So then, all right, let's start with the guy that's annoying. Because this builds into something. So I was going to I was going to the gym a lot last year. Got into a good habit, like one does, before they fall out of it. There was a guy on the treadmill that would always show up after work when I would go. Probably 6'5", 6'4", 260, 270 pounds. Like, big guy. Not fat. Like, not a fat guy. But he's tall, he's built, you know. But not like Jack built.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got monster calves on him. Monster calves. No cankles, just big old calves. And he longboards to the Y. He doesn't drive. That's the first sign. That's a red flag right there.
That's a red
full grown man. I'm talking about, he's also a full grown man. He's got to be like 45. Like, this is not a good look. So anyhow, he longboards there. He gets on the treadmill and he puts it at the highest incline that you can and puts it at like the max speed of the treadmill.
She's like 15 miles an hour.
Oh yeah. And the treadmill, you know, is, you know, the panels here and stuff, then it's got railings. He holds onto the railings for dear life and like as he runs, he's slamming his feet down. So it literally is as he's running.
Yeah.
And it's so loud. It's a small ass Y. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a big gym, so you can hear him. The whole entire building, you can hear him. And he's making noises. I'm like, dude, what demons are you fighting, man? He's definitely on the spectrum. I'm pretty sure. He's just like not right. So, but I got past him. I'm like, that's fine. I can't really concentrate when I'm on the treadmill with him next to me. Sometimes if he does choose the one next to me, which I'm like, as soon as I see him shove, I'm like, fuck. But I digress. He's fine. Now, last Friday, I'm on the treadmill. Been walking for 15 minutes. He's in there. He's stomping away. I'm like, God, I'm losing focus. I can't think. Keep thinking about him, how much he's pissing me off. And now I'm thinking about running. Now I don't want to run. Next thing I know, a guy gets on the treadmill next to me. There's also like 4 that are empty treadmills. Like none of them near like, you know, he could have taken the middle one being all by himself, but he chooses the one next to me. Red flag. He starts walking. 2 minutes into it, he's listening to music on his headphones, you know. He does one of these. He's walking. Does a snap in front of his face. Have you ever seen Jeopardy? There's a guy on there that snaps in front of his face. Says, "Yas." So he does like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright, I'm like, that's fine. Maybe he's Tourette's maybe or something. So he starts jogging. He's jogging like, and then he just starts going like this, pumping his fists up and down as he runs. And then he's like, and he's making noises like, yeah. And I'm like, holy shit. I can't fucking do this. So I get the 20-minute mark, I turn it off. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. This guy is making noises and stuff, and he's making dance moves next to me. I'm pissed. Didn't want to be in the gym in the first place. I'm already mad, so these guys are just making me really mad. So then I go over to like the senior citizen section and do like pop-ups, burpees, like practice like just core stuff, push-ups, like for like I said, because all for surfing. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing that stuff, and I'm watching him. Like, I can still watch him, and he gets on the treadmill and he starts doing stuff like around the gym. But as he walks in between machines and other stuff, he'll take like one big step and then like do like the wave with his whole body. He's like dancing around like the gym. Oh, dude, he's just, I don't know. He keeps pissing me off. It just makes me mad. So I end up leaving. Oh, well, I head to the sauna. There's 6 dudes already in there. No space. I'm like, fuck. It's Friday. What are y'all doing in here? So I end up leaving. Go to Big Sam. Start drinking my feelings away. But I was livid.
I can imagine.
So pissed. I'm never going to the gym again on Friday. That was a fucking mistake.
Never again?
Not doing that shit.
What time does the YMCA open? 4?
5:30. Or 5. 5.
5.
That's when I used to go. I used to go in the mornings last year at 5. And then like I started like really hating my life. Happiness was just out the door.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. 5 to... But it's funny. I say that. But I'll get up at like 4:30, 4:45 to go surfing. Like, first light at 5. I'll do it and I'll be the happiest person. I'll have the best day of my life. Like, at work and stuff, everything's happy.
No, I know about that.
It's so weird. I'll do that, but then I'll go to the gym at 5 and then like midday through the like work day, I'm pissed. Like, this sucks. I'm so tired. But catch me 5:30 sunrise surf session. Yeah, I'm there, baby. Don't you worry. I'm there. I'll be happy. Just keep going.
That's true. Sarah always says something to me like, how come you can only get up for surfing?
Dude, I wake up, if I know, first off, I have a hard time falling asleep in general. But if I start falling asleep, if I know I'm going surfing the next morning, I have a hard time falling asleep because I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm like looking forward to it. And what happens is, I'll wake up like every 2 hours and like look at the clock. I'm like, damn, I'm not ready yet. Let's go back to sleep. Like 2 o'clock, I'm like, fuck. And like 4 o'clock hits, and then I'm like, not yet. Like 4. Now like I'll like literally lay there until it's 4:30. I'm like, all right, time to go. Like, and I'm fully up, like not tired, like
Yeah. No,
I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm so happy.
I miss plenty of ways though from just sleeping in, so I can't say that I am exactly like that, but nah, I do get up for surf more than I get up for anything else.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
It's
You
happiness.
wouldn't understand.
Yeah. It's just happiness. That's all it is. But sorry for
Nothing to be sorry
the
for.
long opener here.
That is a wild
Yeah.
experience. All of those.
But and then I mean, listen, I'm a Y man, not WHY, YMCA man. You know, grew up in there. I've seen Grandpa butt and dick. In the locker room. I'm used to it. It don't bother me. But damn, don't get on the treadmill next to me and make a bunch of noise. Clock the shit out of you in my dreams. Yeah, I cannot do that.
That is pretty wild.
You had said, did you send something in?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said 2 years of stacking sats.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 2 years stacking sats.
Yeah.
What is sats?
Sats are Satoshis.
No.
Bitcoin.
How we doing?
Doing good, man. So, I was looking and 2 years ago, so what's that, 2021?
Yeah, but in 2021.
2021, I opened up like a
Wallet?
wallet, yeah, through a company called Exodus. And I had just seen that, this month, at the end of the month, was 2 years. So basically, though, I had bought a little bit of Bitcoin before that. I think it was in December of 2020. But not much. And then what's funny is like I really didn't start buying it weekly until, I want to say, April or May. So I guess it really hasn't been 2 years yet, but it's 2 years since I had opened that account. But yeah, no, I just thought I thought it was cool that it's been 2 years of basically putting money away. Yeah, and being in it and
saving it all.
Yep, I still have all of it. I haven't got rid of any of it.
Nice.
I don't ever plan to get rid of any of it unless I really, really have to.
True.
But it's been I'm really enjoying it because, so like for anyone who doesn't really know, basically the time when I got in was pretty close to or the time that I got in, I bought a little bit and it ran up to I think 60,000, so I only had a little bit of money in. So I was up, so I was like, this would be a good idea to, like, as I learned more and more about it, I was like, wow, I should buy this weekly, sort of treat it as like a savings account. So when I started buying it weekly, it was at like 60-something thousand. And it dropped from 60,000 to 30,000.
Like 20 or something, yeah.
Like, in just, not like a few, I don't know, maybe like 8 weeks.
I got 2.
Something around there. So I'm like, it's like doing it, and I'm like, dang, like I'm getting more and more Bitcoin as it gets lower, which is like a weird way to think about it because most people are like, I'm losing so much money.
No, but you are getting more.
But you're getting more Bitcoin when it goes lower. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna start buying daily, because when I was buying weekly, it's 1 day a week, and if you don't know anything about Bitcoin, it's very volatile. So the price will change a lot between day to day. So when you're buying once a week, you could get, like, it could go from 40,000 on Monday to 32,000 by Wednesday to back to 45,000 by Friday, and like you could buy basically at this close to the same number, like just depending. You missed all the other days in the week. Yeah. So I was like, it might be better to just take the amount that I'm buying weekly
Split it up
and
into dailies.
yeah, split it up into daily so that I can like broaden that volatility out. And not only did I do that, but I also was like, I think I want to buy more.
Yeah.
So
up the weekly amount, yeah.
So basically,
Or daily.
from like 30,000, then it ran up to its all-time high of like 67,000. And actually, let me hold off on that. I think what actually happened was, I'd have to go back and check, but now that I'm rethinking about it, I think it went down to 30 and back up to 60, and I was still buying weekly that whole time.
I can probably tell you. What are we looking at in 2021, you said?
Yeah, it was 2021. So if you pull up the all-time chart.
Yeah, 64, or pretty much said it was almost 65.
And it's all-time high?
That's all time. It's had 2 peaks.
Yeah, so the
One
first
peak was like an April time frame.
So that's when I started buying weekly.
Yeah, April 13th was a peak of 64,899, and that was in the year 2021, and that peaked again November time.
That's when I switched to buying daily.
November 10th, 2021, 64,912. So it was $13 more of an all-time high.
It actually went higher than that on the daily chart, but that only accounts for its, I think, weekly high.
Okay.
Because it's a longer view of the asset, so it goes all the way back to like 2017 and even further than that. But let me correct myself there. I bought weekly from the first peak to the second peak, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this thing's gonna go even higher. So I was like buying not only what I was buying weekly, and then also switched to daily, but then I was like buying more. So, long story short, it basically just continues going down for the last year.
Yeah, past year. On a year basis today, looking at a year back, it's been on the down. On a month, it's been up.
So
16 to 23. That's a pretty fat up right there.
Yeah.
On the past month, week is looking meh.
So basically, you said it was November 10th that it was at its all-time high, 2022 or 2021 November. Yeah, 2021 November. 2022 November is in this trough down there at the bottom.
Yeah, let's see.
It's right down.
Or you mean 2023? Like the beginning of this year?
No, 2022 November.
Oh.
So it's at the dump down right there. That's November. So it dumps down. So in a year, it basically drove down from 64,000 to 16,000. And then it hung around 16,000 for the last month and a half or so. From November to January. January starts the new year. And that's what you were just saying in the last month. It's been up 34% or something. It might have gone down, a little bit today. But the point being is that this whole time that I've been buying Bitcoin, when it went up yesterday to 23,000.
Yeah, yes, that's on the hour. On the day, 23,000 on the day of June 29th, past 24 hours.
Yeah.
Was that.
So
weeks is peaked out at 23, almost 24.
So when it got almost to 24, I was break even on my position. So over all that time, just from buying, and now there is like a little bit of a caveat to this, I have been buying at certain times. Like anytime that it flushes and drops like hard and it's dramatic, I always buy more. Yeah. Because it's like, to me it's like, that's just
buy the dip.
Literally, I'm like, I love it. But I just thought it was interesting, like after 2 years of buying first just a few like $100 positions, then buying weekly for like I don't know how long that was, but let's just say a few months. And then buying daily since November 2021, that I was break even at $24,000.
Nice.
On all of it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I just thought it'd be interesting. And I talk about it way too much. And I'm sure...
I feel like we used to talk about it.
Yeah.
Every episode.
I love talking about it. And I'm even more convicted now than I was back then. Like, if all I had to do was take care of myself, I would just be absurd. I would be absurd.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would probably, pretty soon, we'll see what happens, but pretty soon I think I'm going to start taking my paycheck in Bitcoin. Which, this is going to sound weird too, but I'm almost trying to become unbanked.
Having everything in Bitcoin?
Basically. I'm that convicted.
Should you have a credit card? How do you buy stuff?
So that's the tough part.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part right now. But I think in the next, hopefully, few years, but maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say definitely 5 years. But I think even in the next few years, it's pretty probable that
places will accept it.
Yeah, all it's going to take is, I could talk about this for a long time, so, maybe we need another episode, but, all it's going to take is for somebody like Apple or, MasterCard or Visa to integrate with the Lightning Network, which is a payments protocol built on top of Bitcoin. And basically, at that point, there's a company called, let me backtrack just a little. There's a company called Strike, and they're a company that basically utilizes this Lightning Network that I'm talking about, an open protocol for payment on the Bitcoin layer 1 to send US dollars. This isn't the only application, this is just a application, but to send US dollars to somebody in Europe into euros instantly, and it's instantly available also for that person in Europe. So they're taking US dollars, switching it to Bitcoin, sending it over the Lightning Network, and then switching that into euros. And because it uses Bitcoin, which is a cash bearer asset, just meaning that it doesn't run on debt, it's a final settlement asset, they can send US dollars to euros instantaneously with very little settlement fees, basically free, instantaneously. So what's interesting about that is that if you go to try to buy something with your credit card and I swipe it and I pay for my skim milk latte at your favorite coffee shop, they don't actually get that money until the credit card's batch payment, and then the credit card settles, and then gets, and there's a fee for that, which is typically 2.5%.
At least 2 to 3%.
Depending, and then there's swipe fees, so it depends on the volume that you're doing as well, and depending on your industry, so different industries. Anyway, well, since this company, Strike, that I'm talking about, basically can do exactly what I just said with a credit, with a card, a debit card, not a credit card. You could take your US dollars and send it over the Lightning Network to US dollars to you, and you have it instantly. You can go and take that money right now and go do whatever you want with it. So, not only is that going to force companies like MasterCard and Visa and Discover and American Express to have to switch to that because of the fact that it's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Because they can't lower their fees anymore because that's literally just the cost for them to do business.
Yeah, operate.
Otherwise, like, it's competitive enough that, like, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express aren't colluding to keep fees at 2%. Like, that is just, like, as low as it can go to operate and be able to guarantee that if I pay you and then you pay somebody else with that money I just paid you with, but then I cancel my transaction and they try to come back for you, but you've already spent the money, they're left holding the bag.
Okay.
So that 2% fee is basically what covers them in aggregate to be able to perform the thing that they do, which is settle payments. And don't get me wrong, that's the thing that's really, really good about this whole thing is, like, Visa, MasterCard, all these people, they're really, really good at settling payments. Like, they have built basically the best thing that they can. So being able for them to just plug into an open protocol, the Lightning Network, is fairly straightforward. They just have to do it. And once they do it, it's more so just about their customer experience, which is all Stripe really is a customer experience app for settling payments.
Okay.
Sort of like Venmo, PayPal, except for when I send you a Venmo, you can only send me back Venmo. You can't send me back Cash. Whereas with the Lightning Network, whether you have Stripe, if MasterCard implemented it, if PayPal implemented it, Cash App's already implemented it, you can send it into any of those.
Yeah.
Which, if you've ever used those, so like Apple Cash and that, if they implemented it, you could literally be sending your money via this network. And it's crazy. Because we'll see what happens, and I could be all 100% completely wrong about this whole thing, no doubt. But
only facts here, man.
Only facts here.
Only facts.
But if everything that I just said, if I understand it completely, and it did come to that, like, fruition, that is a wild, like, innovation for sending money. Just for sending money. Forget about, like, whether you want to own Bitcoin or not.
Yeah.
If you can literally send your money, instant settlement to anybody, anywhere around the world at any time, I mean, think about how that affects the entire global economy.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
It's really fast.
It is really fast.
Really, really fast.
But, anyway, that was a long tangent. But, it's, that's sort of, the stuff that I'm really, really interested in.
It's what you know, man. It's what you know. You know what I'm interested in?
What are you interested in?
You ready for a transition?
I'm ready.
Remember when I think I sent you snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meant to spell snakes.
Nice.
Fun fact. Can't spell it. There's an E in the end. And there's no K. There's no K.
There's no C.
There's no C. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know what the hell why I sent that to you. Must have been under influence of Holy Spirit or something. But what if snakes were hairy? Were furry.
Like a caterpillar?
Yeah. But massive.
But like,
imagine an anaconda.
I was going to say.
Massive anaconda. Like 20 foot. But hairy. I'm talking about like hair like a black bear. You think there's any snakes that are hairy? There's no chance because they're reptiles. But I thought about this stuff, man, and it was keeping me up at night.
I wonder if you should really get into Photoshop and Photoshop
I'm about to look at
hairy snakes.
Hairy snakes.
I'm interested.
Oh my god, I do not like this bitch. They said this is a hairy snake. A furry green snake found in a Thailand swamp.
Yeah.
That one's definitely more pointy, but like, I don't know. Like, it's not.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like a cat
A cat
on a snake.
Well, could you imagine that? Like, that's an alpaca.
I was gonna say that does not look like a snake.
Slither, little snake.
That looks small too.
Yeah, but
We're looking for an anaconda-sized hairy snake.
But you know, wouldn't that be really weird?
That would be really weird. It would be pretty scary.
Dude, it'd be so.
Imagine like a lion's mane on an anaconda.
It'd be wicked. It'd be insane.
And it roared.
Yeah. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Heating up. Heating up, you know? You know what else heats up?
The oven.
Microwaves.
Microwaves.
Microwaves heat up. Ovens do heat up, but mine doesn't because it's fucking broken again. Paid $100 to come out. Someone come and fix it. They fixed it. Fixed for like a fucking week.
What did they do?
They fixed the motherboard. And now it doesn't work. Now the bottom coil isn't heating up. So I'm about to just go to the store, buy my own coil, and put it in there, see if it fixes it. And if it doesn't, then I'm good. I've been also calling the guy that came and fixed it at the company because I did it through like insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, insurance calls these people. These people come to me. I call them. I leave voicemails like every day. They never get back to me. Dude, you guys need to come out here. I'm not paying you to come out here to look at this because you didn't fix it. So I'm not paying you again to come look at this shit. Like,
did you tell your insurance company?
no, I should probably do that. Didn't think of that one. So yeah, let me do that. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah. Anyhow, so and also with what I did through insurance was fixing the microwave. I don't know if I brought up with the podcast, but dishwasher was broken, oven was broken, and microwave was broken. Everything was falling apart in my kitchen. So paid $300. It was $100 per appliance. That's like the whatever cost coverage thing, you know, to get it all fixed. Washing machine, I know for a fact, like I couldn't fix it because I tried to, and I broke off like a motor. Thought it came off. Guess what? It wasn't supposed to come off. So I ripped it off. I was like, oh, that's definitely not gonna get fucking fixed. So the guy came out, looked at it. I was like, oh, the problem is you're missing this. I don't know. This thing's ran before. I'm like, yeah, I've been using it all the time. He's like, damn, there's a whole motor that's missing. I'm like, I don't know, beats me, man. He fixes that. That's easy. Done. That one's fixed. He says the motherboard is broken on the oven. Fixes that, and then it works. Then like 2 weeks later, it does not work anymore. Foiled. Microwave, the door thing is broken. But it can't be replaced because it's too old. So the insurance gives me $220 for like another microwave. So order the microwave. Takes 2 months for it to come in because I'm back order because I wanted just like the same brand, just newer model, you know, of it. That just came in. I hit you up. I said, hey, you think you could help me put a microwave in? He said, yeah, I got you.
I left him hanging.
It's totally fine. Made for a great story. So he said, yeah, I'll shoot you a text later today. Like I should be able to come help. I'm going to a farm out in like Knott's Island. And I'm like, oh damn, like he used to be fucking out there it's far. So I was like, all right, I'll wait for him. So 12 o'clock-ish like rolls around or something, like 11-ish. I see you're still out there. I'm like, he's gonna be too busy. Like, let me see what I can do. At least what I can do is maybe I can take down the microwave, just get that part started. So I took out the new microwave out of the box, laid that out, all the parts and pieces to it, the owner manual instruction, read all that. I just got a picture of a diagram of 2 guys holding it to put it up. I'm like, I definitely need 2 people. So I get that all laid out, 90s, read it all through. And then I look at the microwave, the old one, broken one. I could probably take this down. It can't be that hard. So it's held in by 2 screws. I find out by reading the instruction manual to put the microwave in. Okay, so it's being held by 2 screws up here because it's over a stove. and then it's on a wall bracket thing where it's just hooks like that. And so you sit the microwave on it, and it lifts up and screws in there. So it's points here, and then points in the back there are just hooks. So I'm like, okay, so all I do is unhook those, and then it comes like down. So I'm unscrewing them, and I'm like holding it with this hand. I realize this bitch is heavy. This is heavy, and it's hard to balance teeter totter. I'm like, this is a bad idea, Ben. You shouldn't do this. And then like 30 minutes go by, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I can do this. Like I don't need anybody. I got this shit. I'm a man. I was like, one of those moods. So I grabbed the box that the microwave came in, try to see if that fit under the microwave. Too big. I was like, damn, I'm a genius. Didn't work. Take the Papasana, the one that sits like the wood part there, put that under. Too small. And I'm racking my brain. What the hell do I have in here that can fit in there? I'm like, all right, couch pillows. Wrap a towel in the couch pillows and stack that underneath. It wasn't working. I was gonna make a mess, get them all greasy. Grace get pissed. That was a bad idea. Finally, good old Yeti cooler. I take the Yeti up there, put it underneath. It's perfect. There's only about that much of a gap. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Start unscrewing it. It's lowering down, and then it hits the cooler, sitting on top. It's just chilling there, not moving one bit. Able to like grab the microwave and somehow like shimmy the cooler out of there, lift it up. It was fucking heavy. Put that in the old box, down. Let it put up new brackets for it and stuff. The instructions didn't make any damn sense. The instructions were like, it said, first unscrew where the motor fan is and disconnect the motor fan. Now take the fan and flip it around. I'm like, what? Why would I do that? Why did it not just come like that? So I look in there and I'm like, this isn't right. And there's two different ways, because you can either have the exhaust coming out like the front of the microwave going up, or it goes out the back. And I wouldn't mind going out the front. It was already set up to go out the front. So I like took it all apart and then realized I'm setting this thing up to come out the back. So I put it all back together the way I found it. Literally, it tells me so many other things to do. Like, this doesn't need to be done. There's so many steps. Like, that doesn't need to be done. This doesn't need to be done. The only thing that needs to be done is to put the fucking brackets in, put that bitch on. I hope I did it right. I don't know. We'll find out. But so I put the bolts in, got everything in, looking good. Drilled in a big one into a stud I found. I'm like, this bitch ain't going nowhere. I get the Yeti back up there, put the micro on top of the Yetis, back it all the way up to it, get on the hooks, lift it with one hand like against the wall, try to put a screw in, it's not going in. If I try to put the screw in, it's not going in. The holes on this new one were like 1/4 of an inch.
Oh
and
my God.
1/4 of an inch. So the screws were going in like a angle, and it was not. I'm like, I did not want to do that. I don't want to mess up this microwave. So I had to drill like new holes, but they're like so close to each other. Every time I tried to drill a hole right here, it kept slipping into this. But I started drilling down, like somehow get it. Now it's just a massive hole. But luckily they gave you a big ass washer, like for it. Put it in there, get it in there, screw it up, plug it in. Golden. Did it all by myself. Cleaned out. I made a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much wood chips all over the place and drilling, everything crap. But yeah, did it all by myself. Put it on my resume.
Have you used it yet?
Hell yeah, I've used it. Heated a bowl of water.
Nice.
And make sure it worked.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I know I got worried. That's the first thing I did. I grabbed some water, put it in a bowl, threw it in there, turn it on 30 seconds, put my finger in the mouth. Ooh, warm. We got it. Worked it.
That's awesome.
I'm a full-blown contractor now.
You're a full-blown contractor.
Dude, let me know. If you ever need a handyman, call me up.
Hey, time to be tough.
I got a toolbox, man.
He does have a toolbox.
I'll figure it out one way or another.
I believe that.
But I felt like a man. I felt like a man back there.
I'm
Not
glad.
reading the instructions or not following the instructions. I can do this shit.
Just,
Do that bitch up there all by myself. It would have been really nice to have your help, or just someone's help. But in Grace came as I was like putting up Grace like calls. She wasn't there. Grace like, well, does Christian come? Like, nah, I don't think he can come. He's like, well, I can get like Josiah or like Fadi. They said they can come. Like, nah. It's either Christian's coming or I'm doing this by myself. she's like, why? I don't know. But in my head, it's Christian or nothing. She's like, well, Christian's not coming. I'm like, I know. So I got it. So yeah,
that was before you had it done?
Yeah. I was just starting about to, I was just deciding, like in my head, I'm going to do this by myself. Christian can't come.
No, what sucks is like I got back home, I think around 12:30 or 12:45. And I just forgot. Like, I just, like...
You're good.
Didn't even... Until you texted me this morning, and then I was on the way to work, and I was like, oh, shit, I was supposed to help him with a microwave on Saturday.
No, you're all good. You're all good. I'm glad you didn't text me. I'm glad I didn't... Like I said, when I looked at the map, like, it was like 11-ish something, you were still out in...
Knots Island.
Like, Knots. And that's like, damn, like... He's going to be out there for a while, I bet. Especially just the drive back. He's probably going to be tired, too, or something like that. I'll let him be. I was like, if he texted me, sure. But I'm not going to text him. Like, I'll let him be.
If you would have texted me, I would have been...
No, I'm sure, I know. But I also didn't look at your location again, like, or anyone's location for the rest of the day. Because if I would have saw you at home, I probably still not would have texted you. I'm like, he's probably tired.
Yeah, we just dropped them hoops off. We got 16
Nice
hoops, which means that we can do...
Is it pretty out there? It's been a while since I've been out there. Is he like down Knots Island, or he's like just across the border?
No, he's down there and then almost back to Virginia. So...
Because I've only been down there once, and that was with you. And we didn't even go like all the way down. We kind of just went across the border.
Yeah, we really just went across the border. So...
Is he in the city?
No,
or the town?
He's basically right at... If you switch to...
Oh yeah, it's down here, right?
I don't actually know.
No, so here.
It always fucks me.
Oh, that fucked me. I think you're supposed to do this.
Dude, I don't know why they make it so hard. I know you can. I think it's this.
Oh, you're right. Satellite.
So you see... Sorry. You see this property with the...
Pond?
Yeah, so it's the front part there. But yes, this is all their property.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely nice.
I do want to take a trip.
Yeah.
Down to the like city area here.
Mm-hmm.
And do not 3D. Let me see the Explorer. Like they got some restaurants down here, right? Well, there's a Pearl Bay Villa. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little restaurant. They only got one there.
No, they might only have.
They may only have one restaurant down in Knots.
Yeah, it's basically
Shit. What about down here? They got a marina? Anything? I can't believe there's nothing to eat. These all houses.
It's pretty country down in there.
Damn, man. They ain't got no like seafood place, or something. They got a market.
Got something.
Dollar General. Thank God.
Yeah, Dollar General.
Let's see how long it would take us to get to this bitch. Yeah, it definitely is a restaurant. It would take us 45 minutes.
Which is funny because, like,
I think
from here.
You think it'd be longer, but to be honest, I feel that's a pretty good time.
Yeah, it's pretty quick when you're driving. I mean, it's straight.
I mean, it's straight, especially once you get on this road. What is it? That's
Princess Anne.
Yeah. Then
Princess Anne goes all the way.
Oh, it does go all the way. Fuck.
Princess Anne goes from the North Carolina-Virginia border to Norfolk.
Really?
Yeah. It sort of switches up at one point.
And then switches back.
But yeah, you can... It's really Princess Anne the entire way. Which is crazy. Like, you could probably drive an hour and a half on Princess Anne Road.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or longer.
Dude, have a drink. Enjoy the view. Dine with us. Pearls Bay Villa. Maybe they'll sponsor us. Maybe we'll shoot an episode down there.
Hey.
Dude, that'd be really fun if we did that.
Yeah.
Restaurant hours. Damn. May to September.
Makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. But bar hours all year, baby. What else are you going to do down there? And like, you know what it says? 7 days a week, 2 p.m. to question mark.
Yeah. That means like 9 o'clock. I'm sure.
Damn. All right, so we'll have to do this in the summer then.
Okay.
We'll go down there. And then it's also, the restaurant's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you go down there on a Friday or Saturday, close at 9. You can go out there, get lunch or something. Shoot an episode. Enjoy the views. That could be really fun, actually.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a farm going on by that point.
Yeah, we'll get some food, do a food review maybe. But yeah, that seems like a good time. And do you know this guy because of work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah. Well, I think that about wraps it.
Sounds good.
Got on some tangents again today.
I'm good at tangents.
I gotta make a list. Stick to it. Check it twice, you know. Gotta find out who's not nice. All right. Well, that wraps up for Couch Surfing Podcast Season 3, Episode 3. We'll see ya in the 4th episode.
Peace.